On our staff
Our
that there's a
program.
whole new term. We've talked about slay, cringe. What else is there?
Ones like that. So here's a new one.
Yes, what is
There's
it?
a way that they are describing guys, certain kinds of guys, and the word that they are using as an adjective is baby girl. It's an adjective. He's so baby girl, or that's very baby girl. Of him. So what does that mean?
Well, our producers are going to explain it. It's this. 1, a man over 25 years old.
Okay.
Very strange.
Number
okay?
2, who's cutesy in a slightly submissive way.
Wow. Woo! And has a bad boy side, but isn't intimidating.
Can you have all? I guess you can
This
have
is
all those.
very
Is
specific.
soft and secure in his masculinity.
Some celebs who have been passed as baby girl include Jacob Elordi,
Yeah, I see that. Jacob Elordi.
Pedro Pascal.
Uh-huh. Oh.
You know, all these things, all these new things, just when it comes to trends or agendas or social media tactics or social engineering tactics, if you will, it just reminds us of the vibration that we're living through right now, the times that we're living in, these end days. All these different concepts and constructs revolved around men and women and, you know, the sexual aspect, the superficial aspect, the, you know, seeking validation aspect. You have all these different agendas that's associated with those things. In these last days, Gen Z is like the worst. It's just the worst. Because they accept any and everything. Like if you grew up and you were born into like the social media era, the social media age, I kind of feel for you, just in the sense of you not being brought up in a sense of normalcy. Because when social media came, everything stopped being normal. Just being real about it, man. Because people started to look for validation from others. People started to find some sort of identity on their phone to the point where it takes away from human interaction. It takes away from just the normal aspect of nature and life. Everything is just so secular and conceptual and constructive, and it's just all different types of, let me figure out a way to come up with something new to offset reality or offset any sort of nature. So you got this stupid ass term called baby girl that applies to quote unquote attractive men. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, what man would go by this? Why the fuck would you as a man want to call yourself a baby girl or be referred to as baby girl? What is that? What is that? What are we looking for in that? What's the objective behind that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Unless you're trying to tell me you want to soften up what it means to be a man, what it means to be an attractive man. Because if you're an attractive man, you're just an attractive man. You're not, like, what's all this extra shit that got to be applied to it? Why can't you just be an attractive man? We already got homos and all these weird different aspects of gender now. Why do you have to just make everything weird? Baby girl. And you know, these secular people, these people who just, you know, take anything. They're just like Eve. They just accept anything. They get on board with these things so fucking willingly, because they ain't nothing but damn drones in this society. Everybody's a fucking follower. Even with slang words like cap or standing on business. Everybody's a follower. Everybody want to say the same shit and copy each other. I never been on board with none of these trends, even when it comes to the slang, like capping or standing on business, all this dumbass shit where people just follow. Nobody has a mind of their own. That's why with me, people look at me like, oh, you a little off, you a little weird because you don't know the word cap. I remember one time I was like, what you talking about, cap? Just say lie. Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, everybody just want to be a follower. Now you standing on business. Like, what's the new thing that's gonna come out where everybody just gonna get on to? And I get it. Like, part of it is just us. We got the flavor. I understand that, but it does also speak to a level of just like parrotry, for lack of a better word. Everybody just copies off one another. You know what I mean? So it is a double-edged sword because at the same time, I understand that, our people, we have flavor. We the ones that sparked trends. And still at the same time, we understand that a lot of people have no mind. The majority of people in this world, they just don't have a mind. They just follow. Baby girl is a slang phrase that refers to an attractive man. It is used to refer to both fictional characters and male celebrities. Any attractive man can be called a baby girl, but it is more likely to be used if the man is considered cute, sensitive, or vulnerable. What is that? Like, these are things that's almost associated with a homosexual man. If you're considered cute, okay, whatever, like, what is that? And another thing, you got a lot of dudes that like to use the term cute. Like, aren't you accustomed to hearing a female say that? Or like, that's cute. Like, you hear dudes saying that nowadays. That's how you know that some of this shit is working, when it comes to these agendas, these secular ass agendas. Dudes saying cute, that's cute. That's like, come on, bro. You a grown man, you a man, you ain't supposed to say no shit is cute. That's what women say. And it's not to disrespect women. It's just, that's their thing. I never heard a man say something is cute until I started to, like, not ingratiate myself, but more so get around certain people, because sometimes I go from, being to myself in this solitude, and sometimes I get in this mode where I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be around people. So when I started working at this little place in Jersey, where for the most part it's secular, it's a lot of white people and whatnot. Dude I was working with, like, he said, "Hey, that's cute. That's right there is cute." I'm like, what? Don't women say that? And then he was like, come on, man. Then he wanted to go into the whole, taking offense to it and wanting to try to school me on open-mindedness and all this nonsense. Like, bro, I'm not accustomed to hearing no dude say something is cute. Unless he's saying his baby is cute, or like a dog is cute or some shit like that. But like, just saying some little shit is, oh, that's cute right there. Like, how females say, like if they in a mall or something like that, oh, that's cute or whatever. So I forgot what he called cute. It wasn't something typical that like a regular dude would call cute. I forgot what it was. But my point is, it's like they going to great lengths to try to soften up men and try to soften up the understanding of masculinity. That's why they got all these different terms applied to manhood or what's associated with being a man or a male, like baby girl or cisgender or toxic masculinity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, baby girl. What is that? A baby girl is a baby. That's a girl. That's it. That's all it is. Or if you got a daughter, you call her your baby girl. Or just any female. What's going on, baby girl? How you doing? Shit like that. You don't refer to no dude as a baby girl unless he's a damn, Come on, bro. It's just nonsense. Stop trying to secularize everything. Stop trying to make everything so damn different. Like, can we have some sort of normalcy on the earth? Damn, they trying to like really eradicate nature, man. That's what they doing. They like slowly but surely, because it's not necessarily going to work on adults. They want kids to look at the world how we look. They want kids to look at the world different from how we looked at it when we was growing up, where it was natural, it was normal, because we didn't have social media. Social media really made the world fucking, how you say, like, abnormal to a degree, to a point where it's like secularized, and like I said, people depend on outside stimuli and validation and trying to be something that they're not. And identifying themselves on their phone. That's what social media has done. That's why I'm so glad that I was born in an age where social media wasn't around, because I can be on both sides of the spectrum and understand what it was like, to have human interaction, to where you can actually go to a restaurant and meet up with somebody and talk to them on a date. You can still do that, but some of that is like obsolete now. You know what I mean? Or you can actually meet up with somebody at a park and just talk to them or just have fun. Kids don't even play football no more. Kids don't even play basketball no more. For the most part, But yeah, man, social media has really, really, really done damage to this society, for real. Any attractive man can be called a baby girl, but it is more likely to be used if the man is considered cute, sensitive, or vulnerable. Alternatively, the term baby girl may be intentionally used for humor if a man does none of these things. Baby girl may also be used as an adjective to describe a man as being desirable because he is sensitive, cute, or emotional. As in, Angelo is such a broody loner, and I love him for it. He is so baby girl. Like, nobody says this. This is what they try to this is what they want to make you get on board with. They want you to use terms like this. I never heard anybody use a term baby girl when referring to a dude until I came across this new agenda driven, tool, right? This is agenda driven. This is all based in, social engineering. That's all it is. They want you to think they want to normalize these things. They want you to think that this shit is normal and accepted. Like, no, man. No. Stop trying to make me think how you want me to think. Shit is crazy, bro. So I just wanted to go into Ecclesiasticus, aka the book of Sirach, in chapter 19 and verse 30. Now you can read from verse 23 and contextualize, because verses 23 all the way to 30 is pretty much associated with the topic of this video. But verse 30 is what really pinpoints it, just in terms of how you apply the scriptures with real life, because the scriptures is life. The scriptures are life. The scripture is true. It just is what it is. The prophetic scriptures is a book of truth based in historicity, the prophetic aspect, the laws, so on and so forth. That's what it is. So verse 30 says, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. What's your gait? Your gait is your walk. So the way you walk is all you need in order for you to discern what type of person someone is. For the most part, when you look at a person, especially a male, and he walks like a homosexual, then he is a homosexual. It just is what it is. Or if he walks like a woman, let's say, if he walks like a woman. If he walks like a woman, then he's a homosexual. No, there's no way around that. Do you have exceptions to the rule? I guess, but to someone else, they may look at that person walking and say that's not a gay walk. But there is a definitive gay walk. You get what I mean? So it's not necessarily about perception. It's just more about putting two and two together. The Bible is evident. The Bible gives you life. The Bible gives you credence. The Bible is truth. No matter what people say, the Bible is truth. You're only as knowledgeable as your understanding is. If you get what I'm saying, I probably phrased that wrong, but if you guys follow what I mean, like, you're only as knowledgeable as you know, and just you're only as learned as you know, because ignorance is what stops people from fully grasping, what it is. It's just ignorance. You don't know. So that's what I'm trying to say. I know I'm explaining it in a little weird way, but that's what I'm trying to say. Your ignorance is what limits you. You have to be open to everything. You have to be a polymath. You have to want to know everything. Certain people, they limit themselves and they close. They want to keep this bubble of what they know and what they believe, and that's it. They don't want to open their mind to what they don't know and what they don't understand. So it's important for us to embrace things that we don't know, so we can fully grasp the profundity of what it is that we're studying, or just life in general. Because this world, man, is just all over the place. It's so upside down. But it's one of those things where we have to have knowledge. We have to maintain understanding of it. We can't be ignorant to none of these things. And if we are ignorant, then we must do our best to identify and edify ourselves with these things. You know, it's like one of those things where certain people, they want to limit themselves to what they believe is good. Like, I understand that scriptures is good. The scriptures, you lean on the scriptures and you understand that that's salvation for you. But you still shouldn't stop yourself from learning other aspects of, you know, quote unquote religion and all these different books that's associated with spirituality, whether it be on the left hand or right hand, just so you know what's for you and what's not for you, like what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate in terms of, you know, whatever doctrine or whatever adherence. You should want to study these things so you know what you're up against. It's like when people say, oh, I would never talk to Donald Trump. Why wouldn't you want to talk to someone that you don't like? So you can get to know them, you can understand them. That's your enemy. We should want to get to know our enemy so we can know, you know, his weaknesses. But these people, they just play on this oh, just leave me alone type of island. It's like, bro, that's not how we're able to win the battle. That's not how we win the battle. We have to study all these things that's not for us so we can know that it's not for us. Even though we understand just by the mirror that the Bible is what it is. The Bible is the truth. The Bible is the way. The Bible is life. The Bible is the answer. But at the same time, we still want to understand these books that's not for us, or these doctrines that's not for us, so we can understand what we're up against. That's the point. And it has a lot to do with this topic, you know, because all these things, they're secular and they come from the government, man. They come from, you know, all these different experiments, all these different, you know, let's try this out, let's try that out, let's see if this will work. All this shit just comes from the government. But thank y'all. Shalom to all of y'all, and peace.